Scottish Sandman.
I'm Van Dam 08.
Welcome to GameFreakTV. Today we're going to do our first edition of Arcade Corner, where we do a couple of quick reviews of smaller, lesser known games instead of one big review. And then later, our Netflix review is going to be about the movie The Good Son. Very intense, very thrilling movie.
The inspiration of Chucky, by the way.
This is Geometry Wars 2, actually. Geometry Wars 2, it's all based on visual graphics and movement. A lot of colors, a lot of music. Basically, the concept is you're this little white ship, and you fly around in a square, and you can shoot all the other shapes that are trying to kill you. If you touch them, you die. It's a pretty classic arcade game. I'm sure if it came out during the arcade days, it would have done great because it's really fun to play. I recommend that everybody go ahead and buy this and try it. It's one of the best quick play games where you can just turn it on for like 10 minutes and play right away. You don't have to wait for a load up screen or an intro movie or anything like that. It's a quick fun game to have a lot of good times with. Okay, this is Kill Team, a quick little arcade game based off of the Warhammer 40,000 universe. It plays similar to Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance. Anybody who played that in the old arcades knows it's like a top-down perspective, and you don't have control of the camera unless you use the right analog stick to shoot. And so there's no camera controls, which can be a little iffy as you come around corners and you really want to look on the edge of the screen to see the secrets or enemies coming up or whatever. But other than that, being my one complaint for this game, it has 4 different classes for you to choose from. A lot of good multiplayer options. 2-player local co-op. A lot of arcade games do not have any kind of local play, so this is definitely a good game to sit on. A lot of you old school arcade fans would really like this game. You can sit around and get drunk with your friends and play.
Yeah, the only problem I had with this game, it was an online co-op, which everybody has now, so it was kind of a downfall for me. And unlike Space Marine, this one is actually in space. You would have never thought, huh? Nah. Other than that, I liked it. It's cool. It's like, it has like 5 levels, which you can get through within like 45 minutes each one. It's not worth $10, but if there's a sale like how I got it for $5, get it. Definitely get it, because you get a little one of the little swords for Space Marine, which is a good addition for Space Marine that
Okay, behind us you have the lobby for the multiplayer on the arcade game Monday Night Combat. Monday Night Combat is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated games on Xbox Live. It's pretty well known. It's got some okay publicity, and the reviews for it are pretty good, but this quality game coming out of the arcade definitely deserves a lot more attention than it's getting.
It's like if you play Team Fortress. If you play Team Fortress, the classes and like the colors and all the contrast and graphics and the designs of the characters are exactly like Team Fortress, but it's in their third-person perspective. You can build towers and all this other crap, just like in Team Fortress. And it, like he said, the publicity was good, not as good as it should be, so that's why we're bringing it to you guys. It's fun because you can go through it and you can either spend your cash on abilities for yourself or build turrets and be a team player. It's best when you have a team of every kind of class, because it's just everything works out so much better when everybody can pitch in and help.
You can play this game solo, like without a team, but it's good luck winning, because it's hard. It's hard to play with randoms. Most games are like, oh, randoms suck. This one, it's difficult to play with a random team.
And if you don't like multiplayer, you can always go into like the horde mode, which is freaking ridiculously awesome, because eventually you just get overwhelmed, and when you have a full party and you're in that, you feel like a badass in there.
Oh, yeah.
But it has a little bit of everything for everybody, and you guys will probably enjoy it. It's worth whatever it's cost right now.
Yeah, definitely. Even if they jacked up the price right now, buy it. It's awesome.
Just do it. Don't be a douche. Or a Jew.
Juice.
Okay guys, this is a comic jumper right here. I know it looks a little ridiculous, but that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay guys, it's you know, when I first saw this, I was like, what the hell is this kind of, you know, who would have thought of this crap? Then I saw that Twisted Pixel made it. The guys that made Explosion Man and the Maw, or the Gnaw, the big purple thing that goes like this. But, you know.
Keep going.
It's a cool side scroller game. He's a superhero and he has this talking star and he's like this giant smiley head guy. It's really weird. Then one of the bad guys is terribly hilarious. He looks like a gay Duke Nukem, which in reality is basically Duke Nukem. But you know, it has a lot of like content and a lot of replayability. It'll last you a really good time, even if you grind the shit out of the game. He goes into different worlds and stuff because he jumps from comic book to comic book, and his suits adapt to each comic book. And there's his, and then 3 different worlds. One would be like Conan, another one would be like, you know, this 1950s comic where they censor everything. And then like a manga, a Japanese comic book, which is ridiculous, to like beyond.
They're weird,
like beyond ridiculous. But you know, don't be a douche. Go buy the game. You'll enjoy it. It's funny as hell, all the way through. You'll just that's why I played, because it was funny as hell, and I wanted to see what they were gonna come up with in the next comic book. Bye.
Okay, this is our Netflix review of The Good Son, this movie on Netflix. Now, I saw this once when I was a lot younger. I saw it one time, and it stuck with me.
Like 2,000 pounds ago.
Yeah, about a couple of calzones and, you know...
Few pizzas.
Before this. I saw this movie.
3 hamburgers.
A lot of them, actually. Not 3. I saw this movie.
A lot of fries.
Shut up. Plenty of salt. I like the salt. Okay, I saw this movie.
Diabetes endorsed.
And it's awesome. Basically, it's a story of these 2 young boys, Macaulay Culkin and Frodo, who Elijah Wood, right? Frodo, young Frodo. They're cousins, and Frodo's mom dies, so Frodo goes to live with Home Alone kid Macaulay Culkin in his house with his family in Maine, and which is a horrible idea. Okay, anything that ever fucking happens in Maine is gonna be awful. The frickin' every Stephen King story ever took place in Maine. The Blair Witch Project was based in Maine. I'm pretty sure Texas Chainsaw Massacre happened in Maine, but the Maine Texas Chainsaw Massacre was not so catchy. So,
Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, they had to switch it over.
Yeah. Anyway, you got any concerns, any questions, just hit us up on GameFreakTV@gmail.com. Subscribe, hit the like button, wherever the buttons are on the YouTube page right now. They tend to switch a lot. Follow us on Tumblr on the link below. And thank you for watching another episode of Game Freak TV.
If you have any suggestions of any games you want to see reviewed, either on Xbox Live Arcade or Xbox or PlayStation 3, I mean, we won't do that because we don't own one, but you can still...
Because they suck.
So you can still send it in. Any movies that you might want to watch, or TV shows that you think you might want to watch but you don't have time to really check it out, send it in. You know, tell us. We'll watch it for you. We'll play the game. We'll review it, and you'll know. You won't waste your time. We'll waste your time.
You have a vagina!